This program may contain adult language, content, and graphic discussion of gore. Parental supervision is required.
And we say fuck a lot.
Bigfoot, undisputedly the world's most entertaining cryptid. Join the Reverend Jeff Kelly and your old pal Wes as they discuss the best and worst the media has to offer. Movies, books, TV shows, commercials, all on Bigfoot Entertainment Weekly.
That's right, everybody. We're talking about Bigfoot County. That's right. I am your host, the Reverend Jeff. And with me, as always, is your old pal Wes of WesLosner.com. Hey, Bobby.
How the hell are you?
We're doing that thing, man. We're talking about graphic violence, adult content, gore, or lack thereof. Yeah, so as I advertised earlier on, guys, this literally is the deliverance of Bigfoot movies. Now, I have no idea where they got the idea of this, but let me give you an idea of what Lionsgate would like you to think that this movie is actually all about. According to IMDb, Bigfoot County, right? Siskiyou County has the most reported Bigfoot sightings of all time. So therefore, the documentary filmmaker, based on found footage, a documentary filmmaker and his crew venture up to Siskiyou County, known for their Bigfoot sightings. While there to investigate, they meet a local who leads them into the woods, showing them evidence to these sightings as they document everything on tape. A series of unfortunate events occurs, leaving many unanswered questions, and only this footage to draw conclusions. That's what Lionsgate would like you to think about this movie. So it sounds intriguing. So come on, Bubby, let's put it in the DVD player. Let's talk about Bigfoot County.
All right. So, yeah. All right. So your old pal Wes has had a hatred for this movie for a long time, and you'll see why. But let's start it out. It does start with the epic phone call to 911.
Oh, Jesus, he's in the backyard.
Yeah. So
he's yelling at somebody out here. He's huge.
Yeah, so it was cool to hear that whole thing, and then it cuts and you realize that this is going to be a semi kind of found footage movie. And beach house, you're getting this whole beach scene. Dude starts talking, and then pretty much explains exactly what the fuck he's gonna do and what this movie's gonna be about. Like, all in the beginning for you. So it's like, hey, here you go. And then
it's an hour 12, so we're talking about 72 minutes of you better do something.
Yeah. And so he, goes from talking about this expedition or documentary that he's filming to find this Bigfoot caller guy. And he starts talking with his brother and his chick. And they were definitely like beach people because they were tan as shit, like just totally broed out.
Yeah, let's talk about those characters for just a moment. The cast. Stefan Stewart played Stefan Lancaster. Imagine that. Davy Youngblood played Davy Lancaster. Imagine that. Shy Pilgrim played Shy Driscoll. It's like, were these people so damn dumb they couldn't not be called by their own real names, or were they involved in the writing of this horrible script? The rest of the characters go. Sam Ayers played Travis. Don Scribner played Stranger. Brad S. Clayton played Townie. Michael Villar played Store Clerk. Joey Napoli played Townie, and Johnny Coulter played Interviewee. Yeah, that's just way to knock one out of the park there, buddy.
Yeah, and pay attention to these people because we will be seeing them a lot in these Bigfoot movies because this movie was filmed, obviously, somewhere near Happy Camp area. So,
well, no, I don't think any of those people are actually listed in the cast. I think I think
I'm
those
saying
people are
all
listed
those.
further on down the line. But yeah, pay attention when you're watching the movie because you'll see these interview people a lot. The little old
Yeah.
lady in front of the Bigfoot Museum. I mean, it's like these people just know where to go and interview those specific people over and over and over again.
Yeah. So they end up, it cuts to scene. They're in the airport. They're flying out to, Siskiyou County. They rent a car. They're driving. And then they, end up, getting up into the Happy Camp area, and they're in Happy Camp. They have this really like creepy, scary statue of Bigfoot in their town and stuff. And yeah, that whole scene where they're taking pictures in front of it and everything. That's one thing I do want to do, but all these movies.
What did I hear? I hear a.
Yeah.
It's like when the three boys stop to get some gas, and the old goofy hillbilly is on the damn porch with the banjo. Down, 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 down. Okay, moving along.
Yeah, and so like like it goes on, and these two creepy dudes, when they're stopped at this store, like ask them some shit, at the window, and then just suddenly leave. Like I like there was a cut in that scene or something,
Down, 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 down.
Yeah, and then it just cuts, and they do the whole like going around town interviewing different people, and they get to some store, and they're walking around. And they found a couple of Bigfoot novelty items and stuff, and then so they're talking to the store clerk.
I've got to step in here for a moment. I've noticed something now, and I'm going to bring this up. As we always have the Bigfoot formula. You have the regular filmed movies that have the Bigfoot formula, where they show all the wildlife, and then they show the area, and then you get some Biggie vision, and then you meet the characters. Where the found footage movies go just the opposite. We don't get any of that. We just get all of a sudden we're in with these people, and they're gonna go film a documentary or go look for Bigfoot. So there seems to be two formulas going on there, not just the one.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so then they get told by this store clerk dude to go talk to this guy, and apparently he's the guy that supposedly called on the phone or whatever. And it ends up being like this like creepy old like religious dude, but like
Crazy dude with a gun.
Well, no, not a gun. He had an axe, a small axe at first. He had a small axe at first, and then like he goes and picks up a bigger axe. But then they end up sitting down talking to him, and he makes them pray and all kinds of shit. And then, like, so then they leave from there, and they go back to the cabin. And like later on that night, dude wakes up and he's hearing noises, and he saw people like walking outside. He filmed it and everything, but then he hid. Goes back to looking outside, and nobody's there and everything, and goes outside, and what's it called? So, dude's like, his brother, gets him back inside or whatever. It's like a kind of a scene where he thought he heard some shit, but whatever. So then they meet up in the morning with that fucking weird dude, and the guy makes them pray and shit before they start hiking out and stuff. And then dude,
look, I'm a religious person. All right, y'all can laugh, you can do whatever you want. I don't care. That was raised in the church and everything else. That creeped me out. That guy was just like, snake handler creepy. I mean, that was the vibe that they were trying to push with this guy, was like strange.
Yeah. And so like the dude like stops him in the middle of the hike and like reads like this weird ass poem, and it's like everybody should have a poem. And he goes, this was written in 1899 or something, like 1899 or some shit, and walks off. And they're like, by who? Like he just leaves. So then they cut through this scene of them hiking and stuff, and chicks like dropping like this like green tape on certain things and stuff, and it pisses off the creepy guy, because he's like, what, you don't trust me, and like they had this whole scene, of them explaining why they're doing that and stuff like that, and it just pisses
You learned that on the internet,
dude
didn't
off.
you?
Yeah.
Of course I learned it on the internet. Well, I mean, look, I notch straight up. I go with a machete. If I go walking off trail, I go walking off trail with a machete, and I notch the shit out of the trees. Why? Well, tape might blow away, breadcrumbs get eaten, but that friggin' notch that I just knocked in that tree ain't going nowhere.
It's true. Yeah, so then they get to some fucked up campsite and shit like that. And like they're looking around, and then dude starts freaking out, having a fucking panic attack. And,
It reminded me of that one Bigfoot sighting, dude, where the guy was talking about he was zapped. He got so close to the Bigfoot that he was up there, and it startled his heart, and he fell down, and he had to run away. And then that just reminded me of that whole. And I'm gonna say that was around 2012. When that happened, it's like these people took stuff right out of the Bigfoot encounters and stuck it in this movie.
However, we find out later that it was all just an act. Yeah, but so then the dude just takes off on the guys and everything, and they're like just sitting there like, how are we gonna get back and everything, and then they talk about the tape, and okay, so they end up like going back, and then like it gets dark, so they like are like camping, and like they're getting ready to sleep, and they start hearing rocks just smacking together, just clacking like hard as fuck. And they end up going outside to look and everything, and they're walking around, and they come up on
someone was just beating on a rock, man. Just whack, 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 whack. It was like, okay, that's a little not rock lacking, but okay.
And then they come up on this crazy ass dude that's got a shotgun. And it's like there's this like long, crazy, like weird, dirty scene. Well, not dirty, but you could tell it was gonna go that way. Like
y'all just need to get off my land. Just get for your own good. You get on out of here now.
Yeah, get off my land and all this shit. And then so like go the opposite direction of what I'm walking, And so he walks away. They take off. They tear their tents down, all the shit they can carry, and then they start running off. Well, they run, I think he said, like, it was like 30 minutes they've been running and stuff like that. So then they, like, kind of, like, camp right there because they're tired, and then they wake up to, like, sticks breaking and, like, smacking together and, like, weird, like, howl noises.
I don't even know what those noises were. Were they bear growls? I mean, I'm sure it was just one of the production staff back there. Maybe you had a little horn or something, but I mean, what was it supposed to be? I don't know.
Bear passing a really big kidney stone.
Yeah, definitely not a Bigfoot.
Yeah, so
even if Bigfoot don't exist, it was an insult to Bigfoot. Okay.
And then so they go look and see something black, and it comes like running, but it looks like it's just like literally just a bear because it's really low to the ground. Whatever starts running at them, because you just see this like black mass come out.
Yeah, you can't make any definition out as to what that thing was.
And so they get back in the tent, and it go like, this is the dumbest thing. If a wild animal is coming after you, are you gonna run and put yourself in a fucking piece of fabric?
Like, to save you, huh?
And so it goes right to the fucking tent. It's just yeah, so they just get out and fucking run. So it's like, yeah, so they run. It's like daytime, like it cuts daytime, and they find their tent all fucked, and all the dudes' bags are gone.
We have nothing now. What are we going to do? We have nothing. Well, you walk the fuck in there in half a day. You ought to be able to walk the fuck out of there in half a day too, wouldn't you think?
Yeah. So then they hike out a bit, and then they are finding tape, and they're like really happy. So they're like, and then they find more tape, and they're stoked, and they keep going, and it's like, fuck yeah, more tape. All right, we're gonna get the fuck out of here, guys. And then they come around this log, and it's just all the tape just fucked up and shredded and put into a little pile and shit. And so they're all pretty like distraught about that in that scene. and then it cuts to where they're hiking in, and they come across this like ritual area where it's like all voodoo and
how would I have handled that area? That was just creepy, dude. There were circles of rocks with live animals tied up to one post, chickens hanging by their feet with their heads lopped off of another post, all of the posts covered in blood. How do I handle that? I think I cut the ropes loose on the goats and may they run their fucking ass to freedom while I run my ass in the way I just came in. Ain't no way I go any further than that. Are you kidding me? No, I free them goats so that whatever's coming to devour them doesn't get them, and I'm out. I'm ass way out, dude.
Here's where I would be different. I wouldn't touch a fucking thing because then someone would know you were there.
I don't care, man. I don't think I could let them goats go to sacrifice like that.
I just goat, man.
I got a little soft heart for little billy goats like that. I really do.
I got a soft heart for them too, with a little bit of A1 sauce.
That's right. I mean, I don't mind eating them. Don't get me wrong, but I just can't leave them behind, tied to a post to be sacrificed like Jurassic Park.
Oh, why not? That's awesome. That's just like feeding freaking crickets to Severus over here.
Is that what's going on here, though? Are they an offering? Is all this an offering to the Sam Squanch?
I don't know what the fuck was going on with that shit.
I've seen some weird shit in Bigfoot movies before. Come on. I mean, we saw the cult, was going to sacrifice the girl to the Sam Squanch, and the town just forgot all about that. I mean, here again, what's up with this? There's no explanation later or any part of this as to what the fuck this actually is.
Yeah, so then it's like there's this part, and then there's this scene, and then something just grabs the chick and just is gone.
Yeah, now see that I didn't. There was a scene out of Blair Witch, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it was directly out of the Blair Witch Project. I mean, just like, only it wasn't the chick that they stole out of here. It was a dude. Same thing. And she's screaming in the freaking woods. Same way. It's creepy. Get it. We've seen it before.
Well, I mean, it's in a lot of movies. But, yeah. So then you hear roars and growls and then gunshots, which was weird. And then they find, this is the what the fuck moment. Okay? We are now at the what the fuck moment of the movie. They come across dude's pickaxe, all right? They don't have any fucking weapons.
Right.
They come across this pickaxe that is just stabbed into a piece of tape. Okay? No weapons. Pickaxe. No weapons. Pickaxe. I'm going to pick this up and throw it off into the woods.
I don't need no weapon. Fuck you, pickaxe.
Stupidest guy ever.
I mean, I wanted the Bigfoot to win immediately. I was already rooting for the Bigfoot. He hasn't even shown up yet. We're like 58 minutes into this 112-minute movie at this point, and Sam Squanch ain't even showed up yet.
Yeah,
I mean, we get the girl gets pulled away by something, but we never see it. We never actually see what takes her. And then the two guys are out looking for her, sort of. One dude just wants to ass out. The other one's like, I gotta find my girlfriend. Yeah, well, if we come across on the way out, let me know.
Yeah. So then they're hiking out, looking and everything, and they find this fire road. So they're walking along the fire road, and then they come across like some berries, some ripe berries and stuff. So they're just munching down, and then boom,
they were tearing them up.
Yeah, more gunshots are going off. So then dude's running and yelling, and then stops, and it's back to being dark again, and dude has like this like heart-to-heart scene with his brother where they're talking, and then they hear the chick scream, and so they're running around and everything, and the dude comes and what's called, he's going to build a fire. They had this conversation about building a fire or whatever. So they guy that wanted to make the documentary, I forget what his name was, but he went outside to make fire or whatever. And so dude's praying in the tent and everything, and fucking there's like this loud scream right there, like it was like a weird girl scream, but it was like the tent was getting attacked and stuff. And so then the documentary dude comes and he's yelling around like, David, where you at, David? You know, like.
So now we've got victim 2 carried off.
Yeah, so then suddenly he's got his camera and he's in a cave.
Yeah, no idea how he got to the cave, where the cave is, what the conditions are. I'm here.
Yeah.
So then found footage.
So he's getting into this cave. He's crawling in. He's crawling in. He's crawling in. Ah! He's crawling in. He's crawling in. Ah! Okay, and then blackout. Just blackout. You don't hear a thump or anything like that. Just the screen just blacks out, and then comes back to, and you see all the rednecks and shit, and you're seeing the truck and everything, and some shit's about to go down. Enter. Yeah, a nice, good old
ass raping.
That's
well, I warned you. You should have taken your pretty muscle bounds. We don't get too many pretty boys like you up here. All them muscles.
Yeah. So.
What the dude? Seriously? I mean, I love Bigfoot movies. That's why we do this show. But I could have done without that.
Yeah,
I mean, and it wasn't just one. It was like an ass raping. It was like the gang bang of ass raping. I mean, even Ned Beatty didn't get treated like this in Deliverance, bro. I mean, they went full hillbilly on this guy.
They got him pretty good. And yeah, so enough of that scene. So then it cuts to this, and you see the van that was outside of that crazy.
It's like a preschool van or something.
Yeah, it's like a kid's van and stuff, like for like
yeah.
And so the dudes get out of the van and they open it up and they yank out the documentary guy,
the only remaining butt fucker.
Yeah,
beat all to hell.
Just completely fucked up. Like
I don't even know if he's alive. I can't tell if he's breathing. He doesn't move. Yeah, there's nothing twitching, and they did a good job of making him look beat the hell up. Yeah, I mean, whoever did the makeup on that, good job. That's about the only thing I can say. Good job on it. Sorry, I'm so sorry. We don't want y'all to really. Okay, we're gonna get there in a minute. Yeah, but yeah. So he's laying there.
Yeah, so they lay him down. They're like talking shit. They kick him a bit, and then one dude like looks like he's about to shit on him or piss on him, and then like doesn't, and turns around, and then they just kind of like drive off, and the camera's just staring at him. Now, okay, I
shut it off. Yeah, I shut it off. Right at that point, I was like, "Oh, it's over. Look, it's just this dude laying there." So I clicked it off.
I've put myself through this movie probably more than 10 times, just trying to figure out what that black mass was. Did I see something else when she got taken? Like, I always tried to go back. Little did I know, if you just keep on fucking watching this guy, because it just films it for like minutes. A minute, 2 minutes.
It's minutes. Yes, it's minutes long of him laying there. I was like, what is this? I just turned it off.
Biggie walks by.
Sure enough,
Biggie just ends up walking by in the background.
And it's horrible.
Yeah,
it's a horrible, shitty Biggie.
Yeah, and then that's the movie.
That's it. Roll credits.
Welcome to Bigfoot country.
Now, I remember when this came out, the backlash that was happening up there. Now, you were still living in Reading and dealing with those freaking wacko people up there. They were pretty pissed about the way that the Siskiyou County people were portrayed in Bigfoot County, weren't they?
Yeah, but let's. I mean, You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
It might be true. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm not gonna say I've never been to Happy Camp, so I can't say that it's like that. But I have been other areas, and it's exactly like how I saw it on the movie. It's exactly every time I've been there. So
What, where they want to take you and butt fuck you? Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
The hillbillies trying to screw you in the ass every time you go
where
to
just people are not friendly and don't like outsiders, and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you have anything to do with Bigfoot or anything like that, they look at you like a complete and total freak. So,
And you know, they had the whole pot grower aspect. Well, if you find a garden, just run. You know, like the pot growers up there, the Mexican cartels are gonna kill you. This was in 2012, man. Mexican cartels ain't growing up there no more.
oh yeah, they are.
I'm just
Oh
kidding.
yeah.
They're not shooting anybody. When was the last time you heard of a Mexican killing anybody in California over a pot garden? There you go. That's right.
But
Never.
how many people go missing in the woods, and you don't?
Okay, David.
You
Police.
don't know. Maybe they're like maybe like committing the perfect murder is out in nature.
This is
You know what I'm
definitely not missing 411 the podcast. That's
I'm just saying, maybe they coined into it. Like, holy shit, like it works out here, but in the city, they have those technology thingies.
All right. Well, I gotta be honest with you. It sucks.
Yeah,
I'm
no, it's
sorry.
horrible.
The movie sucks.
Yeah.
The writing sucks. The acting
Horrible.
sucks. The filming
Horrible.
sucks. The
Shitty.
location sucks.
Ugly.
It never pays off.
Never.
But if you have to watch a Bigfoot movie and this is the only one you have access to, well, it's better than nothing.
Well, no. See, no, it's not better than nothing. I choose nothing.
You
Draw.
should choose them.
Just
I mean,
get
dude-
yourself a yellow pad. Draw Bigfoot a whole bunch of times and make yourself your own little Bigfoot movie by
Your
flipping
little
the pages.
movie.
And that'll be better than Bigfoot County. I'm sorry, Bigfoot County people.
Yeah, I think
you know.
I think if I was given the budget and the opportunity, I could have made a better movie than that. I'm pretty
Should have
sure
hired
I
C.
could.
Thomas Howell.
That's right, and you should have hired Rowdy Kelly up there to be your location manager because your locations sucked. All right, that's going to wrap it up for our discussion on Bigfoot County. Wes and I will be back again next week when we're going to be talking about what, Wes?
I don't remember.
The Lost Woods. We'll be
Lost
talking
Woods,
about the
in
Lost
case you lose
Woods
them.
and
They're
how
lost.
it applies to this movie as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm your host, Reverend Jeff. That's Wes Lassner at weslasner.com.
Yep.
And
That's-
may the
that's
Squatch
me.
be with you.
Right in your butthole.
Hey, if you're into the whole butt rape thing, you know,
We're coming to get you, Barbara.
Siskiyou County might be the place for you. I don't know.